we gotta hurry this up. Because I'm holding
Why?
Gavin up from dinner, I think. I don't know what happens. That...
Well, I mean, yeah, but we don't have to rush it that hard.
This has to be a 40-minute salmon run, or else Gavin is going to starve to death. This is a life or death situation, people. So if you're gonna kill that Moz, do it by the basket. Man's life depends on it. It's gonna be a bit hard for me to perform well though, because we're doing this apparently so early that the sun is shining in through my window. Still, my TV
like,
is shining.
It's like noon there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can you not just cover your window?
I mean, I could, but
The game has already started.
yeah, there's that, and then also
Okay.
I kind of look like a recluse for no real reason, you know?
I mean, you're a video game streamer. You might as well.
No, that's not my title at the moment.
What is your title at the moment?
Dog walker.
Ah.
I had less dogs than usual today, which is, I guess, is why we were able to do this, because the Eagles have a parade now for winning the Super Bowl, and
Wasn't the parade when everyone went through town smashing everything to pieces?
no, that's called a riot, Gavin. I think there's a slight difference.
I don't know. That seemed pretty similar to me.
But yeah, that's so like school's actually canceled, so people had
As they are during riots.
yeah people had their kids home, so they didn't need me.
So they could just send their kids out. Just scream at them about the video games and not make them go outside.
It's pretty good because I kind of want to like do this, but then also like do near. So
Yeah,
it works out because we get this done now, and then I get to.
It's
do
been a while
near.
since you've done
It's been, I think, 9 days since I've done near.
been 1 week.
Ow. But yeah, I mean, it may be because that boss pisses me off, but I think it's just because of Monster Hunter, really, among other things.
Yeah.
And also, I was gonna stream it yesterday, but you know how we talked about how I had a have a tomato seed intolerance, and that
Yes.
seems like oddly specific and weird.
Oh, well, I guess it must be like an actual allergy, is it?
I don't know. I think I have a very specific other intolerance for turkey, but not just any turkey. It's what is it? Maple honey turkey, I think.
Is it a specific intolerance to maple honey?
I think maybe. I remember. I think I had the last time I had a bad stomach ache like that, and I think I complained about it on stream too. At some point,
Yeah.
was because of that, and I think it's just because it's a kind of a crapshoot what turkey I get at the deli, because the turkey I always want is like honey smoked.
I hate whoever keeps reviving me here in the middle of a pile of enemies and getting me physicsed into the water immediately. That's 3 times now.
Well, I'm also dead.
Like, literally, I got revived, but there's enemies everywhere, so I just get, like, physicsed into the water.
Oops, I'm a butt. Yeah, no, I'm completely fine with smoked turkey. I'm completely fine with honey smoked turkey. I'm completely fine with normal turkey, I guess.
This sounds like maple. Or maple honey, or whatever the fuck, rather than the turkey.
This seems to give me very painful stomach aches. So I was gonna.
That's what allergies do.
Ow! I was gonna stream near yesterday, but obviously I decided that I was too unwell, and this is gonna end very poorly. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I have an egg at least. Okay, good. Now there's plenty. Oh. I'll just abuse invincibility things. So I'm thinking now maybe instead of the crapshoot that is asking for honey turkey, hoping for honey smoked turkey, like at Wawa,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna order roast beef instead.
Sounds good. You could probably also just tell them I am like actually explicitly allergic to maple honey. Could you not put that on my
I mean,
shirt?
I could ask for smoked turkey, but smoked turkey kind of sucks. I mean, it tastes good in the moment, but then it has that aftertaste for the entire evening of smoked food. You know what I mean?
I've never really eaten smoked food.
So it's like, I kind of don't like that. I just want.
It's fair.
I just want whatever the fuck they're serving at Wawa. You know, that's like the best turkey.
I don't know that, but alright.
Second best meat of all time. Only second to ham.
On crocodile.
But you can't eat too much of ham or else you're gonna get colon cancer, so.
Can't eat too much of anything, you'll just get cancer. There's so many snakes.
Why with the 2 taxis? As long as someone stops it, please. Good.
Like, I'm trying, but like, I'm being chased by an incredibly persistent snake.
Oh, this is like the worst. What is this weapon set?
This weapon set is fine, it's just, it's spawning so many fucking things. Like, here's another snake.
Help me. Yeah, and also now I have another goal in near at the moment.
What's that?
To get fists, which I didn't know are
Oh, yeah.
weapons. I mean, normal fists are, but
I mean, they're their entire own category.
big
Yeah.
fuck ton fists I didn't know about. So I looked up where to get them because I ain't about to look around for that shit. And pretty much they're all in that shop that never shows up and goes around a whole big portion of a map that's huge, and
Yeah, I
you
mean,
can only get them in a specific part of said map. So I think it's going to be a long stream probably because I want to get the flower and I want to get the fists. But the fists also require you to wait in one spot for, I think, an hour. So I would have done it off stream, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. I left off in the middle of something, which was problematic. Maybe if my game didn't crash last time, it'd be fine. Oh, you know what? Speaking of, I wonder if this new Windows update's gonna help with Nier somehow. Well, update, you know, refresh. Because I don't know. I'm thinking like quality on the stream seems to be so much better. I forgot to actually check, but it's like insane how much better it is. So maybe it has to do with just the computer being better, right? Maybe.
maybe like something's been refreshed, or maybe like when you've like reinstalled stuff, it's put like in more updated versions to make everything look better.
Either way, I'm happy about it. It even looks more crisp on the preview, I think. It's insane.
She mentioned like the colors and like crispness of my stream looks better, but that's because last night when I was like streaming Fire Emblem Heroes, to get it to actually like look not like off-color ass and going from iPad to Elgato, because for some reason the Elgato is when I tried like set up just seemed to forget everything and reduced itself to like 360 by 190 resolution or whatever the fuck for some reason, and it just completely forgot everything, and it says like, well, like, we can't support this format we support. And then when I put it into the PS4 to try and reset it, it said we cannot support this format as well, and I was like, I hate this fucking box. And eventually I got it sorted and back, and everything looked nice again, and everything's functioning again properly. But that was aggravating beyond words. And where did those eggs go? That taxi died, but I don't see any of the eggs.
I think on top of the ramp, maybe? If you weren't looking there.
I don't know, I don't see them.
God damn it. God damn it.
Snake.
Okay, I guess we killed it up here. Oh, it's going after me, huh? About me, huh? I was watching YouTube poops 2 nights ago. Just spent all night doing that, and I'm like still laughing at them. It just makes me wonder: are they actually funny or not?
Oh, you just broken? I'm dead.
What's this? A beaver abundance of O's in the workplace? Not O's, you ninny. Bees! Oops.
I killed that mall and I died literally before I could get an egg in. God damn it.
Wow. So sad, bad dad. Oh, you know what was funny? When OBS did its automatic kind of like judging the settings based on your computer thing, it put it put the bitrate at 6,000, which is the absolute maximum. So I'm like, you know, I'd put it back down, but I'm wondering like if it really is just fine.
Well, I mean, like, it's, again, it was the thing back when my internet sucked absolute shit was, yeah, like, hybrid risk good for you, but because Twitch, like, barely or, like, often doesn't give quality options, that means I just basically can't watch the fucking stream, or couldn't watch the stream. Because it was literally too high quality for my internet to handle, so. It's always something to remember about bitrate, is that the highest isn't always necessarily the best.
Maybe if you got better internet.
I mean, I do now. Although, Twitch had a very curious area earlier where just going on to the site just completely tanked the house internet. Like, every device was disconnected, like it went down completely. Until I left Twitch, and then after like 10 seconds it came back up, perfect speeds, everything. Like, I don't know what the fuck that was about, but it was somewhat aggravating.
And one thing I keep forgetting is that we never actually talked about the Cannons map. In
Cannons map?
What are the marina stages called? Shitty Station. That the newest one had those cannons in Turf War maps.
Oh, does it?
Oh, you did not see?
No.
Oh.
Like, I don't even know where you find this out.
It was happening in Japan during the Champions versus upcoming Champions thing. By the way, I think upcoming Champions won, and I'd like to attribute that to kids wanting to be champions.
I mean, probably because most of the audience there will be younger, so.
Exactly. Always vote on what the kids won't vote on, and you'll win. These kids are dumb. Oops, I'm an idiot.
You are an idiot.
It's alright.
What was that in response to anyway?
Hit,
I just say that on reflex after talking to David a lot.
I accidentally hit a taxi. Just from shooting at nothing. Because you gotta shoot in this game. It's a point and shoot game. But how did that one not die?
Fuck only knows.
Hope that went in. I think it did. Hope one of those went in. I think it did. Flying fuckers, they're easy. Why did I put myself up here?
Why did you?
Bad call. Here, Gavin, have a sniper. Sow the seeds of chaos. Boy, I sure hope that's not going for me. Nice. 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 Oh yeah, final wave, huh?
Nice.
How about that?
Nope. Expect to hear like a scream in a few minutes because my sister came in and talked to me and her friends are downstairs. Both of them are somehow afraid of cats. So Luigi just got up there and has now walked out the door to follow her. So that's gonna be fun.
Wait, both of her friends?
Both of her friends are afraid of cats, and Luigi has just gotten up and left the room to follow my sister, who came in to ask me something.
I was gonna say, if she was afraid of cats, that would be something.
Nah, very little. Like, terrifies my sister.
I thought that you would have been, like, stuck with him in your room with the door closed as a result for the entirety of the situation.
No, because my mum mandates it. My sister doesn't care so much. She just closes the living room door and say, alright, the cat can't get in. Instead of, you
Living
know,
room door. It's new
Yeah.
to me.
my living room has a door, yes.
Whoa.
Basically every room in our house has a door.
Whoa.
In fact, they all do, yes.
That's insane.
Would you like to see a picture of my living room door?
Is it a sliding door?
No, it's a regular door.
Ah. That's even more curious.
Why would it be a sliding door?
They're bigger, you know?
Yeah, but this is not that big a house. So.
You think about it,
We don't
isn't
have
every
your
room
gigantic.
a living room?
You don't have your gigantic American houses, so.
Oh, that mall's going for all the way for Love Hazard. Good.
Yep, sick. I didn't complete my thought earlier, but basically I changed the hue setting in the Elgato settings to make like Fire Emblem Heroes actually look correct. And everything in this game, that the colors are like all slightly different, but they're all like a lot more clear and crisp and nice looking. I'm starting to wonder if I should have done that for everything before now.
I mean, who knows?
But I can't tell because like after all this TV and video card fuckery, I don't know what the proper color for any game is anymore. So I just like
It's always different.
if we didn't stream so much, I would actually honestly just revert to like only plugging the Elgato in when I needed it. So I could just view things through the HDMI, but my TV has now gotten so big that getting behind it is awkward.
What, was it growing?
I mean, no, like I steadily upgraded TV in size over the years, and now it's at the point where I need to lean the whole fucking thing forward precariously to get behind it.
I pretty much have to do that for my TV. They should just put that shit on the front of the TV. Do they consider that?
Or it's to the side. That would be
Yeah,
nice.
that would
but
also be
you
nice.
can't-
Some TVs actually
can't really
have
do-
that, but for some
Yeah,
reason,
but-
not many.
This one being like, I guess the idea is like they want to make it really thin. And you can't put anything on the side if you want to be ultra thin or whatever. This isn't like that thin, but it could barely like fit the slots.
Gavin, why are you getting one of those curved TVs?
Those things are stupid as shit in my opinion. Like I do not get the point.
But you have a PS4 Pro. It's like mandatory.
I mean, I don't think my TV supports above 1080 as it is. So I guess the next TV I get will have to be that, so I can see what 4K is and then objectively call it completely pointless.
It's gonna end up liking it.
Like if I can watch Love Live in 4K, okay, then. But until then,
Why? None of the characters have any detail on them.
well, not in like standard, but in like the issue.
In HD, they become real.
I just want more pixels dedicated to Dia's face. That's all.
In 4K, they have noses. And also, their smiles are actually complete lines instead of separated down the middle for some reason, which I never got explained to me.
I think it actually, honestly, it's like the aesthetic thing. It just looks like neater to have it split like that. Whereas a direct line just kind of looks a bit like, eh.
It's like the only way I'll accept that is if it's an animation trick, and I'm almost certain it's not an animation trick.
No, actually, I wouldn't be surprised if it is an animation trick. Considering, like, it probably is like something about like hard anim makes it easier to animate or whatever the fuck.
I don't know what weapon I have. Well, that's something to Google. It's
Yeah.
not just Love Live, is it? I think like all anime.
No, like it's not all anime, but I've seen a lot, dude. I think it's like it might be like a studio or art style thing for like to animate it like this. It needs to have that.
Studio Ghibli. I only know Ghibli and Trigger. I think that's it.
I forget who does Love Live. Like what studio animates it.
Clap!
I don't think that's the animation studio.
Yeah, they're just the people who make the game.
Yeah.
And also the source of every problem in the world.
I like this thing where the game just spawns a tiny thing, like one long tiny thing behind me, and then makes it just come up and prevent me from moving backwards forever.
And then kill you.
Yeah, because you can't just step on this thing that is literally so small you could step on it and crush it beneath your heel.
Well, that would be cool.
No, that would be fully deserved. Crush it beneath your heel. Just fucking kill it and smash its brains across the floor. I swear to God.
Oh, another snake, cool. Oh, another flying fucker, cool.
And a taxi.
Well, it is wave 3 if you have a hyper.
Stingray.
It works.
I mean, when I have a room to use it, yeah. I currently do not.
Jesus Christ. Like maybe if we had another roller, it would have been better.
Yeah.
But in Salmon Run, at least, the Flingza doesn't really excel at anything.
I mean, it manages to run over like standard units just fine, which gives it an edge over the carbon.
There's the normal one that flings more quickly.
Yeah. Although if you do manage to land this one's fling, I'm pretty sure it can kill like a steelhead in one.
I don't know about that.
I mean, I've done it, so.
Oh, who's it from?
It's from that same one somewhat dodgy recruiter that keeps calling itself Jerome Resurrection, but it doesn't spell resurrection right, and every time it opens an email with hi hardware, I don't know why. They think my name's hardware, but they keep doing it, keep sending automatic emails like saying hi hardware and asking me to take like really shit customer service jobs that don't pay well.
Platoon 2 Salmon Run with hardware. I gotta type this in.
What?
Just to remind me to look up the split mouth thing later.
Okay. Also,
did you notice that the two people we're with are like, what, Bumblebee and then Baby Bear? The synergy.
I do not. Nothing's gonna top Ali and Ali. Oh, good.
I don't know why you
it's
say
small by that
it's
side.
small by that side, which means
it's tall on the left on
yep,
that
so
side.
It's probably over here. Why would you? I'm confused. Well, it was that one after all, but
I mean, considering they've opened every other fucking grid, I'm pretty sure they're just doing it at random. I didn't mean that, but rollers, what can you do?
Oh, well, it's smaller right there where the thing went in, so. And it's high right here, so it's probably in the same one, honestly.
I mean, this was the one I came out of. I accidentally bumped it with the roller because rollers.
Just the same thing. What? I thought I had an egg? Maybe someone was over me who had an egg. It's high right there, so it's probably this one. Nope, it's that one down there then. Baby bear, no, don't get in the way. Ah. It always goes in that one. Oh, okay, it's hell up here.
Yeah, it is.
Roll or do something.
I'm trying. But I ran out of ink trying to stem the tide by myself.
Egging.
Christ.
It probably would have been this one again. It was like only those 3 gushers this entire time.
Knew it.
Oh, this is gonna suck. Like, where's he going? Oh, there's 6 eggs we're never gonna get.
Is you.
And live.
What are these eggs doing? Land already. Luigi has returned and deposited himself on the bag on the floor.
Do you have like one of those big cat things?
Cat
like
thing?
a cat castle or something?
No.
Like it's just a giant structure made entirely of carpet.
I know what you mean, but I don't have one though. I don't really have room for that, to be honest.
Those things are fucking huge. So funny, like in the past I did a house that had like 5 of those things. And then like every toy under the sun, stuff like that. I guess they did have like 5 cats, so.
Yeah, I think when you have that many cats, you kind of have to. So is your job also cats or just mainly dogs?
It's mainly dogs, sometimes cats.
Okay. I thought it was like purely dogs.
Cats are easier.
Don't have to do much for cats. You don't have to walk a cat, I would hope.
Yeah, no. The thing about cats though is that like, you never know where they are. And my employer wants to make sure that like, oh, make sure the cat didn't fuck you.
Escape.
Go fuck yourself. Yeah, something like that. There was a time where a cat did escape. It was like a cat,
dear.
cat and 2 dogs. Oh, that was a terrible day. Sunburn. I didn't have the key, so I had to visit the person at a hospital that they worked at to get the key, and I didn't get paid extra at all. The cat got out. The 2 dogs were very, they didn't obey anything. May have been the worst thing of all time, and it was in summer heat, and I was getting sunburn on my arms from driving so much.
Lovely.
It's rough. Sometimes. All the time.
Out here walking dogs. I joke, but I would never be able to do that job because I would because I'm A, afraid of dogs, and B, I would eventually just like lose my shit with some dogs that don't pay attention or listen or anything.
This dude's like, yo, how are you afraid of cats? He's afraid of dogs.
Well, yeah, because dogs can be big and have big fucking teeth, and
Bigger dogs are better, honestly. At least for walking.
like a cat doesn't make a lot of noise; it kind of sits
Are
here.
you sure about that?
Occasionally destroys everything around it, but that's fine.
The cat doesn't make a lot of noise by itself. It needs an accomplice, like a paper bag. Or a
It
box.
does, yeah.
Or
Or a box.
a, cabinet filled with rare china. I ever tell you about that one cat that had cat AIDS?
Yes, you did, and you had to corral it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one also got out.
Oh, good.
Oh, not out of the house, but out of its designated room. Because they had another cat, and they didn't want the other cat to get cat AIDS. I don't know how it works, but...
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's probably like contact or something like that.
Oh, please. Please get back in
What
the
do you
room,
want?
please. And the dog that had brain surgery. And that also got out of its designated room.
Oh dear.
There was another dog there as well that liked to jump on it and stuff, and I'm like, uh-oh. Man, I sure hope this mistake doesn't mean this dog's brain gets caved in by the other dog. It's a lot more standardized nowadays. Only 1 or 2 out there dogs, and then it's usually the same 4.
It just reminds me of like customer service jobs where it's like most of the time it's standard and then you just get that one fucking lunatic. Like, on like the last few days or whatever, there's that one guy who came in like 7 times in the same day because he just wouldn't accept that his thing isn't coming for another 2 days. And he was told this and everything. by like his email. He was explaining to him several times, and every time he just come back in and ask if it was like coming today or whatever. It's kind of like mate, like wise up.
Wise up. I like how I was complaining about some things regarding like the Windows 10 stuff on Twitter, and you would just respond. Like,
Yeah.
Like even the iTunes one, which is like pretty obvious. Like it's gotta be like unintentional habit.
I mean, like the responding thing is just like how not just from the customer service job, but just habit in general. People going like, my machine doesn't work. You Gavin, come fix it. And it's like, did you turn it on? And it's like,
It was just funny because iTunes was importing 5 billion songs, and then it just started playing them for some reason. I'm like, why? Why are you like this? I think maybe because it had like some preset playlists.
yeah, probably.
It like formulated the playlist, which all seemed to be at random, honestly, and then started playing them once they were formed because they were playlists for some reason.
Yeah.
I wish it saved, you know, my stream playlist and my familiar playlist and my favorites playlist, especially that last one. I'm so sick of having to remake a favorites playlist every fucking 2 months. Stream playlist is just like everything that's in familiar except all the YouTube poop music. Yeah, people probably wouldn't care for that.
I mean, there was that time where that song, or song by whoever it is. I don't.
Are you talking
know what guy's
about
name
Your
comes
God
on.
is an Awesome God techno mix?
No. It's like the guy comes on, he starts ranting about.
Oh, that's Wesley
Chips
Willis.
or whatever
That's
the fuck.
not YouTube poop music. That's an actual musical
Yeah, but
artist.
like that kind of, I somehow don't believe that.
No, he's from
Because
Chicago.
every time that comes on, my brain just fucking breaks when I hear it. It's just kind of like.
I whooped Spider-Man's ass. That's a good song by him. Oh, what's the one where it's like he tells the story about a dude who wants him off of his yard and he wouldn't get off of his yard, so then he got a gun.
I don't know, but
But like the real famous one is Rock and Roll McDonald's. Everyone knows Rock and Roll McDonald's.
that's the one I was on about. 'Cause that came on one. I remember the first time that came on one of your streams. I was like, "Am I having a stroke? What's happening? Like, am I actually hearing these words? Am I going crazy? Like, what is going on?"
Big Mac has 28 grams of fat. The Quarter Pounder has 26 grams of fat. Oh, wait, it's the other way around. It's educational, Gavin.
Occasional if you're a fat cunt, yeah.
People flock there to listen to the rock music. Wesley Willis is so good. Was it Richard Speck teaches you about a fucking murderer? Like, what, 6 nurses or something? He is a dangerous human being. He will kill you and put you in a graveyard. I think that's my favorite line of his.
It just reminds me of that fucking Justin RPG show. So overly. Gosh, it's like this insane ramblings are just like incredibly overly specific, and it's kind of like, why?
Have you ever listened to the Most Unwanted song?
No.
30 minutes. A 30-minute song, but like basically these researchers figured out everything that people hated in songs, and put every single one into one song.
That sounds like torture.
So it has rapping opera, it has children singing, it has
Rapping
cowboy.
opera.
Oh yeah, that lady goes in. And then the kids also end every single thing with "Do all your shopping at Walmart."
Why?
You know, Halloween, what a scream! Do all your shopping at Walmart. I suppose you have the thing then.
Nope.
Hold on, this'll be really quick. You need to listen to the whole thing at some point.
I mean, I can't hear it through Discord.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm just saying I'm gonna link it afterwards.
Oh, okay. I mean, if it's 30 minutes, I'm probably not gonna listen to the whole
have
thing
to.
because I will have like a fucking aneurysm halfway through. But
You gotta do it. I should just play the most unwanted song on stream. They also made the most wanted song, but it's not nearly as good.
That's rather ironic.
I mean, it's also like it also just doesn't really sound good as well. Which is, you know, not really the target there. Oh yeah, and the bagpipes. Don't forget the bagpipes. They go in on the bagpipes in that song. During the rapping opera.
Okay.
I will endorse this to hell and back. I don't even remember how I learned about that song.
From that scientific journal you follow.
Wait, what?
That was a joke.
I was like, wait, do I follow something like that?
Why do you doubt yourself so easily?
Well, I mean, that, you know, maybe it's something I wouldn't have classified as that.
Yeah. I mean, how would I know you follow it then?
Retweets or something? I don't know. You think I know?
Let's see. When I start after dinner, if I play into the night, Uncharted 3 will take. I'll probably have it finished tomorrow, probably tomorrow afternoon. Then I'm free to like enjoy life again.
For 2 days.
Why 2 days?
Or some shit happens.
It's funny you say that because in 2 days on Sunday, which is like 2 days from tomorrow, I'm having my friends come over to the house. So we're just gonna like pile up and play games and shit.
Dragon Ball Fighter. Not Super Smash Bros. Though.
Well, no, because I have Intuned my Wii U, and I'm not taking it out.
Can't believe Gavin hates Bayonetta.
I'm just gonna get that on my Switch. That's the glory of it. I was gonna buy it on my Switch, and then off we go.
You can't fight Yoshi with her.
I don't care.
Unless they put Yoshi in Bayonetta 3, which they should.
I mean, who knows? I'm still betting that there's gonna be like a Smash port. Like, I don't know if they fully intend to just make a whole new one.
I mean, it's like everyone keeps thinking it's going to be tied in with the online announcement, so that people will actually buy it.
Yeah, like I could see that actually. I could see them doing something like that, like announcing like big online games that look like, oh, we have servers. Here's how we prove it.
Smash 4 didn't do that though.
I know, but that's why like they will add servers this time or whatever the fuck.
Imagine Smash 4 with servers. Holy moly.
Who might have to actually play it again. I need a player Smash would probably be easier because you just have to gather Joy-Cons.
What if they do that thing where it's like, they like actually announce the online thing and then they say, and Smash Bros will be coming in 1 month with the online service.
I mean, I expect them to do something like that. It's like that seems like Nintendo's like a fairly logical way of, you know, from Nintendo's perspective of how to get people to actually pay for this fucking thing is, you know, online games that will actually use it.
They could get away with not building up hype for it and just releasing it out of nowhere because it's Smash Bros. You know.
Yeah, I mean, if they did that, then like people will still just like flock out and buy it because like, hey, it's Smash Bros.
They did that with their entirely new console, so.
Yeah, and it actually worked like amazingly. I think like the time of year was actually like insanely smart.
I remember
in retrospect.
That's all I remember of when it was released.
It was like first or second week of March. Second week of March, I think it was.
March 3rd.
One of the two. I can't remember exactly, but
Wow. This guy calls himself a Nintendo fan. He doesn't even know when the Nintendo Switch was released.
Yeah, I don't. So I mostly play on my PlayStation.
Actually, yeah, it's gonna be the Switch's 1-year anniversary soon. Can you believe it? Ah, I'm an idiot.
I'm kind of surprised about how well it's gone so far, which makes me think that this online thing will be the obligatory fuck up.
They could have just said, you know.
Because everyone has one. Everyone gets one.
Just one? Are you sure about that?
No, like one guaranteed one. There's no console that's like actually flawless. There's always like one guaranteed total fuck up.
Ouya?
Jesus. I remember when people are honestly like writing entire screeds and articles and everything, going like, "This is actually the future. Like consoles are literally dead. Like this will destroy like the Xbox, the PlayStation. This will sell more than the Wii." And it's like, where are those people now? I wonder.
But did it sell more than the Wii U?
Actually, no.
Hey, by the way, did you know that the Nintendo Switch has outsold the Wii U?
I mean, that's not hard to do, considering it's like outsold down there everything else. Hell, like, if the sales keep up at the same rate, I'd sell the entirety of the Xbox One within like a year.
Doesn't the Xbox, like, didn't the Xbox One sell like only 6 consoles after a month in Japan?
Yeah, rather regularly, like the its absolute like sales peak was like 1,000 in 1 week. And I think that was because of Monster Hunter. I forget.
I thought that Monster Hunter was never on console before now. Oh wait,
what is that thing we play? Yeah, that thing we've been playing.
You were talking about in the past. That was, like, I was talking about a report that was like years ago, I think.
No, yeah, I mean, yeah, like it regularly dips down to like 4, 6, 10. On a good week, it's 100. Like, I honestly don't know, like, see a reason to own the fucking thing
It's
in
the
Japan.
ultimate home entertainment system.
Except it's not, though.
You could, you know, I think that if you just got a curved TV and an Xbox One, you'd be set. You just have neither of them, so you don't understand.
I mean, isn't like the whole point of curved TVs is that like you're meant to view it from a distance, and you can like have a higher resolution? I sit like maybe like I'm pretty sure that's the point of them. And I sit like what, 3, 4 feet from a TV?
Honestly, I think that in that scenario, it's better because then it's kind of like surrounding you. It's like an IMAX theater in your room, right?
Jesus.
Have you ever been to an IMAX theater?
I don't think so. No.
It's not that impressive, I don't think, but it is a big screen. How do they make videos for a screen that big? That's the impressive part.
The magic of upscaling.
Actually, isn't like Disney's Soarin' on an IMAX screen or something? I remember that when I was probably 5, and then ever since then, the lines were always too long to ever go on it ever again. So, actually, I think they like renovated it and made it better since then too. So, you know, that would be interesting if the lines were ever not 2 hours.
What was this for?
Soarin'. It's like you sit in a fake hang glider and then there's like a big screen and it takes you over the world and shit. It's pretty cool. I remember I was afraid of the, what's it called, the Tower of Terror as a kid. And then I went on it.
I mean, it sounds like something to be afraid of.
I'm not a pussy. It was actually not that intense at all. Like, people were like, oh shit, you know, the building gets struck by lightning and then you go all the way down. I mean, I'm still afraid of those rides that are like, where they put you in a chair and then just pumps you up that big shaft, you know what I'm saying?
And just plunges you down.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
I mean, yeah, because that's like, that genuinely just hits your body. It's like, oh Jesus Christ, I'm fucking falling.
Wait, we saw that episode of Sunny, right? He's hit,
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's not related to my fear, but yeah, something I remembered.
I've been trying to kill this fucking steelhead, and like literally every possible cunt has emerged from the sea to stop me.
Well, what weapon are you using?
The flings are rolling.
Anecdotal evidence. Lock him up. Oh, and he's dead.
Yeah, because I got like literally like how to keep retreating from a mall and a horde, and then the fucking taxi
Oh
emerged
my
from the
god,
sea,
when
touched
it
me
was
once.
charging up, it was so pink.
Yeah, I know, that was me.
What, did you guys see that? That's insane.
I hate the rain. I hate everything.
Wow, you live in Ireland and you hate the rain.
Yep. I mean, that's why I hate the rain.
It was like freezing rain yesterday. And I never knew what that really meant until I was in it. And I'm like, well.
Kind of rain is like rain that's like extremely cold, but also just like the raindrops are fucking gigantic.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, this rain is actually pretty cold. It's funny because there's like a dog who always wants to walk more than I have the time for. And he wanted to go back in. I think because of the freezing rain. Which is especially awkward because like the people were actually home because they had off from school, but I don't think told us. So yeah, and it's a long drive to that house, so I wish we did it, but whatever. So I'm like, well, fuck, they're gonna, they're gonna be like, what, you barely had our dog out, but now they're.
I mean, if it's raining, I would like say just don't walk the dog. Like, what kind of asshole puts their dog in the rain?
Well, the dog still needs to go to the bathroom.
So just put him in your fucking front yard or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Let him like go to the toilet and then like just fucking bring him back in. Don't have him go on a whole walk.
I mean, some dogs don't actually mind the rain at all. There's like this primp dog that I have, and she doesn't mind the rain at all, which always baffles me.
That what dog?
Primp?
Prim.
Is that the right word?
What you said?
Proper?
I don't know. I thought you said like print, and I was like, what the fuck is a print dog?
3D print your own dog.
You wouldn't 3D print a dog.
We're getting to that point.
Yeah.
You could kind of do that with the Nintendo Labo.
I mean, it's literally cardboard. You could just make it yourself without a printer.
That could have killed me.
I look forward to like the really cheap knockoff sets that they call themselves Nintendo like Tabo or whatever that people make to like try and fuck with people, like scam them.
Yeah, the Chinese
Nintendo
knockoffs of Nintendo Labo. I didn't even think about that.
I mean, I didn't specifically mean Chinese, but you
What?
go you.
That's not even racist. That's just a thing. I didn't even know that there were Chinese knockoffs of posters until recently. Like, I don't even know how you knock off
people
posters.
will like make like cheap dumbass copies of fucking anything.
There are people on YouTube who live off of those.
It's just like kind of fucked up when you think about it.
And then there's like Ashens who, like, it's not even Chinese knockoff shit. Just Poundland knockoff shit. I thought you had Poundland or something.
I mean, we do, and I didn't know you know what that was.
Oh yeah, no, he's the only reason I know about it.
Okay, so he's from the UK.
It's basically a dollar store in the UK, if I know correctly.
Yep.
Julian from Roommate Edition works at a dollar store. And sometimes he just has tweets like someone bought $300 worth of stuff from a dollar store. So that's like 300 things.
Well, yeah, like, I mean, when the economy's this way, and you get, like, for instance, like, like the toys, like, running people into the literal dirt as much as possible, you're gonna get that.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Sure, let me know.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I was gonna do something fucking stupid. Would have dropped that egg off. I don't know, focus on survival here.
Jesus.
$78. Man, I should get a haircut.
haircut.
Normally I do it every month, but now we're coming up on 2 months, and I'm just like, I could still go without it.
I mean, I do it like every 3 or 4 months when it comes like so long. It's just aggravating.
Wow, that's news to me. I guess just because I get bedhead, so it's like.
I mean, I do too. Like I wake up like looking fucking super sane.
I like normally go out for dogs just with it sometimes. So it's just I'm out in public with bedhead and I look like a crack addict. So that would normally be my incentive to, cut the hair so that didn't happen.
I mean, people look at me like I'm about to fucking kill them just for being near them anyway, so I don't care.
And nowadays I'm just like, you know what? Whatever.
And I just like you have a beard and wear a hood, and then everyone just thinks you're gonna fucking stab them.
Like I'm not gonna use. It's a 10. I'm not using that. It smells. And water doesn't work, so it's over.
Water sometimes works, sometimes. Like my hair's reached a length where I'm starting to have bedhead again. So.
All right, you gotta go eat.
This is your way of telling me to fuck
Yeah,
off.
he's dying. He's dying, people. He's dying. We have to end the stream, like right now. But first, why not pimp channels? And why not?
But Chris, I'm dying.
Chris, I'm dying! Well, you have to stay for the whole thing, okay? Even if I'm doing all of it. Keeping an eye on Discord in case he leaves. Alright. I'm basically Christmas 95 everywhere. So if you're watching on Twitch, the VODs are uploaded on YouTube in case you miss a stream. But then again, you could also just watch the VODs on Twitch. It doesn't really matter. It's up to preference, really. And then on Twitter, I post stuff, but also stream updates and things about when I go live. Assuming I remember. Like, I was supposed to remember to mention that I was going to probably stream near today, but I didn't. And Gavin has a similar situation going on, where he's pocket belt on Twitch, and he's pocket belt on his much less frequently tweeted on Twitter. And then he's mediocre goonery on YouTube. I forget, do you have pocket belt on YouTube?
I do, but I don't use anything on it. This is my personal account.
Alright, I'm just waiting for him to make the switch.
I mean, like, we keep it here because David, like, decided to stream today. Like, he streamed Shadow of the Colossus and put up a VOD. But that was directly from his PS4, so.
Oh no! That means only Kappa and Franker Z work as emotes in the chat.
Because his computer is still shithouse and.
Wait, did the remake for that come out?
Yeah, it's out.
Oh.
Like, it just suddenly appeared and, like, it was out, like, last week or something like that.
Oh.
For, like, 25 quid. Like, I didn't know it was happening until it was already out, and I saw people going, like, oh, here it's coming. I'm like, what? When?
Yeah, I saw someone tweet about streaming it, and then I saw Bear tweet about streaming it, and then now there's this, and I'm like, wait. I guess people are just playing the new one, and yeah, sure enough. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's out, so that's something you can do because you wanted to play that.
Yeah, everyone says Shadow of the Colossus is their favorite game. I just want to see if the PS4 version fucks it up or something. Like how the
I mean, from what I saw... The what?
The Final Fantasy VII remake's gonna fuck it up.
I don't know if it's necessarily gonna fuck it up.
It's not gonna be Final Fantasy VII, I'll tell you that much.
I mean, it's not because it has like a completely different combat system, but like I wouldn't say it's gonna fuck it up exactly.
As long as they keep the cross-dressing scene, I'm good.
I mean, that was one of the first things they committed to, actually.
Thank God.
Like when people like one of the first like their first Q&A when they announced it, like someone asked that and they're like, of course, like we're going to, like it's gonna be the exact same game every single bit.
What's Final Fantasy VII without that? Every single bit, except for the combat. But maybe it'll be better that way.
Combat system.
I look at the old Final Fantasy RPG system and I hate that kind of thing. I can never wrap my head around it.
You can't wrap your head around the exact same sort of turn-based combat system as every other RPG from that age.
Well, it's like you see like games like Danganronpa had an extra mode that kind of had the same thing where it's like, oh, act magic fend and then you pick from another menu. I just, for some reason, I don't like that. So maybe this will actually be a good thing for me.
It's like literally the same as every, like fucking Paper Mario's the same way.
It's more, I think maybe it's just more aesthetically pleasing or easy to understand. I don't know. Less jarring and aged and old and decrepit and plain and pixelated. and disgusting. Alright, I take back what I said. Final Fantasy VII Remake's gonna be the best game of all time. And not just because it's gonna make Final Fantasy VII not, like, actually look gross.
I wouldn't call it gross.
I don't like Final Fantasy VII's art style, if you could call it that.
Well, I mean, you know, it was like literally the early days of 3D, so
Yeah.
what can they do?
They could do something not horrifying, like Mario's limbs in Mario 64.
I mean,
Which are definitely not terrifying. God, I hate those things. Alright. Yeah, we should have ended a while ago, huh? It's fine.
it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.